Good evening. Welcome to Interesting Talks with Footprints Counselling Service. Today's talk is about finding your why. As normal, like, share, leave comments. We're now in the second month of the year, and for many, New Year's resolutions have gone out of the window, so to speak. I know to achieve my goals, I have to have a big enough why. So in this talk, I'd like to explore ways you can find your deepest whys. Now, we all share dreams and have goals, things that we want to achieve in life. Now, some of us want to get in better shape, others want more money, still others want to find love, the love of their life. If you are like many, our first step in reaching our goal is to do a search online onto how to insert a dream, a goal here, whatever it might be. We read through the results, we take action, and unfortunately, a lot of us fail. We become frustrated with the fact that things didn't turn out the way we hoped, that we didn't reach our dream. The reason we failed is because we overlook the very first step in the process. And the very first step in the process is to figure out how to achieve your goal or dream. It's to know the why. Why do you want to do it? What is that driving force? At the back of your mind, at the front of your mind, in the middle of your mind. What is your why? What do I mean when I say, what is your why? I am simply asking you to define why you want to achieve your dream. If you simply want to lose weight, chances are you're going to fail. You need to answer the question, what is your why? Why do you want to lose weight? Once you answer this question, you can then begin on the path of achieving your goal. Your why is what defines you. It's what drives you every single day. When you wake up still exhausted, your why gets you out of your bed. It makes you the best person that you can be. It's simple. But sometimes our why is wrong. Even after answering what is your why, many people still fail to reach their goal. Why is this? Because they didn't truly identify their true deeper why. Maybe they thought their why was to look good in the mirror, when in reality your why is that you can stop talking down to yourself or calling yourself fat. Don't just accept the first why that comes out of your mouth or in your head. You need to dig deep to determine your true why. Once you're able to correctly identify your why, it is then that you will be more likely to be successful. You can read every book, any article you want to think about on how to lose weight and still fail miserably at it. Why? Because you never answered that first question, that true deep meaning question. What is your why? When you know your why, what you want to do and why you want to do it, everything else starts to flow. Nothing will stand in your way of achieving your success. So asking yourself, what is your why, is just another way of figuring out what is motivating you to reach your goals. When you answer the question, your answer needs to spark an emotional reaction in you. Using the example above for looking good in the mirror, that isn't a strong enough emotional why to motivate yourself. You need to dig deeper and figure out what the root issue is, what the root motivation is. There's a little story here which can illustrate from rags to riches. Here's a story of a man that was a boy. His family was extremely poor. His father left his mother, his sister at a young age. All through his childhood, he watched his mother struggle to put food on the table. Many nights, he watched his mother choose to go hungry, just so this boy and his sister could eat. This left such an impact on his life, he decided that he never wanted to be that poor ever again. He did whatever it took to get into college, then to graduate from college. He worked his way up the corporate ladder, eventually becoming the head of a major company. His why was never wanting to see his family that poor, to never see his mother choose not to eat so his sister and he could. He found a way to reach his goals because he found his why. This is the kind of deep whys that I'm looking for us to find in our lives to motivate us to do what we need to do to achieve our goals. So your guide to finding your why, here's a step-by-step guide for you to find out how to look out for your why. I'm going to go over it in a minute, and then hopefully you can go over it a few times yourself and then identify your why. Now first, make a list. Now sit down and create a list with all the things you love to do. Don't limit this to your hobbies or your work-related things. List everything you love to do. Love to do. 2, ask yourself why. Once you've got a list, ask yourself why. Go through item by item, answering each question as to why you love the things that you love to do and why you do them. Then you need to answer, why is it important that these things are in your life? What would your life look like without them? 3, make another list. Now I want you to make a list of things you are currently doing in your life. This is completely separate list. This is a completely separate list and should not match or mirror your first list. If there is some duplication between the two, that's fine, but don't get stressed out if there isn't any overlap. 4, compare the lists. Now I want you to take some time to compare the two lists. This will be an eye-opening situation for many people. You will see that what's currently you're doing is nothing like what you love to do. And this could be the reason for your unhappiness, because you're doing things you don't want to do and none of the things you want to do that you love doing. For example, you may be helping others might be important to you, but your job has you working 80 hours a week crunching numbers. It's no wonder why you might be a little bit miserable. 5, take action. Once you see what is important to you and how it compares to what you're currently doing, it's time to take action. Now I encourage you to start off small. Using the example above, it would be much easier to volunteer at weekends, i.e. helping others, than to do something drastic like quit your job. Take things slowly. Try to find ways to fit things in that are important to you in your life. You can do this by pausing before doing anything and asking yourself, why are you doing this? It will help you to choose not to do one thing instead of doing everything all in once. Do things that are meaningful for you. Now, this is about motivation. And I've been to some seminars where they actually said to us, pick 50 whys, then knock them down to 20, and then out of that 20, pick the most important whys that you have. And then once you've got a serious why out of all of that kind of exploration, you will definitely find ways to achieve your goals, because your brain will be hardwired to achieve your goals. You'll find ways that you never thought possible. You'll contact people to help mentor you. You'll ask people that you think can help you, and you'll be motivated from the time you open up your eyes until the time you go to bed to achieve your goals. So hopefully you found this talk useful. You may have to listen to it again to get the deeper meaning, because it's not easy to find your why. A lot of people say, for my children, for my partner, it's because what everybody else does. Those things don't really push you as hard as what your deeper why will do. So as normal, like, share, leave comments on YouTube and Facebook. I'll do my utmost best to get back to you with a reply. If you know anybody that's stagnating in life and they need a push, this could also really be useful for younger members of our audience. Do make sure you share it with them. So until next time, have a good week. Try to stay positive and look for your why, because your why will lead you to your happiness. Take care. Bye-bye.